The large chute appeared to be part of a recycling process. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism. Those guns looked like they meant business. Metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium. It was a grumpy-looking maintenance droid. Excuse me?
Citizen Graham, you are not authorized for this area.
I was going to have to get used to being called Graham. I just wanted to ask some questions.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm a 4YR droid. And 4YR droids are programmed to ask questions, not answer them.
Those guns sure look dangerous.
Ah, they're totally safe. Long as you follow Union City protocol.
And if you don't?
Death by disintegration.
Ouch. 2CU looks a little newer than you.
That's right. Supposed to be more socially orientated. I'd like to see her try and fix a bent shaft.
You're not like that other droid across the bridge.
You mean 2CU? That little jumped up tin pop voice box. That's all she is.
And you're a better model?
Better, older, tougher, more reliable. Underneath this steel skin lies the beating heart of a 13.7 volt power cell.
Wow.
Old tech, you see. Tested. Solid. Whereas that flying volleyball over there runs on solar. Sun goes down, she's useless. But me, I can go all night long.
What is it you're doing here?
I recycle. Cans, mostly.
What happens to the cans?
First, they get compacted. Then they go down to the recycling center.
Then what?
Well, they get recycled. Turned into stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Important stuff. Really, really important stuff. So I've been told.
Have you seen a boy called Milo?
Gaplander or citizen?
Gaplander.
All Gaplanders look the same to me.
He's quite young and about this tall?
Repeat, all Gaplanders look the same to me.
So you can't help me find Milo?
No.
Do you know anyone else that might be able to help?
You tried asking a human. They answer questions.
Depends what you're asking. You mentioned a power cell?
Correct. I run off a 13.7 volt power cell.
Really? Would it fit in a truck?
It would fit in older models.
Like that truck over there?
Might do. Looks old enough.
Mind if I borrow your power cell?
But I would power down. Cease to exist.
That's taking a pretty pessimistic view.
Wouldn't you in my position?
Think of it as a well-earned retirement.
Sounds more like death.
Any ideas on where I can get one of your power cells?
Ah, sorry. Factory that made them and me shut down years ago.
What's beyond that door?
A corridor.
And after that?
The city.
Okay. And how do I get in?
You don't.
Why not?
Because you are a pedestrian. And doors do not open for pedestrians.
But they open for vehicles?
Yes, because it is a vehicle entrance.
How can I get through those doors?
They only open for registered transit vehicles.
That's all for now.
Good.
Can I interest you in this lukewarm can of Spankles?
Depends. Full or empty?
This one's full.
Oh. No thank you then.
The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism. The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. Mini knockwurst?
What is it? Some kind of weapon?
Maybe on your digestive system. I got a sandwich for you.
I can't recycle that.
No, you eat it.
Oh, I swore off organic produce back in the factory.
piles of metal cans were crushed into one compact cube of aluminium. The exhaust fan had slowed down to a gentle speed. Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan. Hello, 4YR.
All right, Citizen Graham. What do you want?
Thanks.
Bye.
It was a grumpy-looking maintenance droid. The conveyor appeared to be part of a waste recycling system. Industrial fumes pumped out of the spinning exhaust fan. The pressure plate appeared to trigger the crane mechanism.
cargo detected. 4Y argument has been alerted to solve the problem.
Lady Scrap-Pile, I am the unacceptable cargo! Let me down! You're risking the future of all the little cans!
I had a charged power cell. It was a grumpy-looking maintenance droid. Lights flickered on. Wendell's truck had power, and with it, I had my ticket into the city. With the power cell replaced, the truck was good to go. Hey, Wendell.
Morning, son. Or afternoon. I lose track.
Any other vehicles around here I could use?
There's nought round here.
I need to get into the city as soon as possible.
Me too, pal. But Brucey here's not going anywhere.
I fitted your truck with a charged power cell.
You did? Then we're cooking on gas.
Hey, any chance of a lift into the city?
Typical. No one ever does anything from the goodness of their heart these days.
I just figured that...
Oh, all right. Up in the back. You earned it.
You sure it's safe back here?
100%, lad.
I'll take your word for it.
Just watch out for me neck bursts. I've lost enough business already. As far as I can take you, I'm afraid. You can catch a monopod into the city from over there.
And where are you going?
Straight to cargo. Gotta get these babies
Quarantined?
distributed.
Thanks for the ride, Wendell. Maybe see you again.
Apologies, but it seems your U-chip is running out-of-date firmware.
Welcome, Citizen Graham. Outdated U-chip firmware detected. Firmware must be updated to use Union City facilities.
I was about to return to give Ember a piece of my mind when...
Transporting you to the nearest safety services.
The stalkers had come into the city. But looking around, that didn't make any sense. This place was a paradise compared to the Union City I'd left all those years ago. Joey had certainly turned the place around. I had to find the stalkers. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead. I just had to sort out my U-chip problems first. Hello?
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually,
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know why you're here, don't we?
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's ridiculously out of date.
Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Go on, place your hand on the platform.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what a ridiculous question. How do you expect to access your messages? Or vote on important city issues? Or use the travel system? Please consent to the firmware update.
Okay, here goes.
Well, that's very strange.
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. While she may have lost the plot, I definitely hadn't. Would you mind scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham, your firmware is up to date.
Humor me.
Okay. Well, that's very strange.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation, and I said no such thing.
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few seconds of her memory was wiped.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
So is my firmware all up to date?
It sure is, Citizen Graham.
Now you can get back to being a top-notch citizen again. I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
Can you try accessing my data one more time?
But, Citizen Graham, I haven't accessed your data.
Please access my data.
Well, that's very strange.
What?
What?
That's what I thought. Whatever was blocking my U-chip was disrupting her memory playback. Another item to add to the Graham Grundy mystery list. I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, a monopod station can be found at either end of the piazza.
Are there any vehicles in the city that have legs?
Polite request for disambiguation. By legs, do you mean a vehicle transporting prosthetics, flat-packed furniture, or fried chicken?
I mean a vehicle with legs for propulsion.
Do you mean a skateboard or scooter?
You are no help.
I'm here to help.
Listen, I don't know if you'll be able to help on this.
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm looking for a child that went missing 2 days ago.
And from which part of the city did this child go missing?
He was from outside the city.
I can only help you locate citizens.
I'm still very curious about this strange thing you keep mentioning.
As am I, sir. Shall I notify a well-being officer?
No, forget I mentioned it.
Very well. Forgetting you mentioned it has been recorded for training purposes.
What was the firmware update for?
Well, Mr. Grundy, your U-chip appears to be quite an outdated model. It still had the original firmware from the early iterations of the Council's U-chip program. Frankly, I'm surprised you got by for so long.
I've lived a simple life.
You poor thing.
Can you tell me everything you know about Joey?
Joey was pivotal in the restructuring of Union City, and we will always remember him fondly. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City, why don't you visit the Museum of New History? Is there anything else I can help you with?
So Joey isn't around anymore?
When the city was ready to be ruled democratically, Joey stepped aside to make way for the Council. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City, why don't you visit the Museum of New History? Is there anything else I can help you with?
Where can I find one of these terminals?
They're everywhere. You can't throw a bilby without hitting a terminal.
Why would I want to throw a bilby?
I know, they're so cute.
Tell me about Union City.
The temperature is a perfect 296 degrees.
296 degrees? In what units?
Kelvin, obviously. What else would it be?
What's happening in the city these days?
Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
I have not. Is it tasty?
38% of citizens say yes.
38% is not a great endorsement.
Get it before it's gone.
Can you tell me about this council?
The council was formed as a democratic oversight committee to ensure the happiness and prosperity of Union City. The council is made up of 5 ministries. Ministry of Plenty, Ministry of Comfort, Ministry of Safety, Ministry of Aspiration, Ministry of Well-being. Would you like to know more?
I think I need to.
Polite suggestion. A complete account of the council can be found at the Museum of New History. Is there anything else I can help you with?
How can I speak to the council?
Communication with the council is performed through your daily polls.
Right. Anything a little more direct?
Well, I'm sure if you saw one of them wandering about, they'd be more than happy to chat.
That's more like it. Where would I find them?
The council resides within the Citadel. Unfortunately, your kudos level does not permit you access.
I'm sure you understand.
To be more specific, I'm looking for a vehicle that uses legs instead of wheels for locomotion.
Oh, I do wish I could be more help, but I have seen no such creature.
No, a vehicle. Forget it. I'm looking for a child named Milo.
Accessing citizen database.
He is not a citizen.
Is he an animal?
No, I told you, he's a child.
Because Milo is a very common name for pets.
That fact does not help me.
I can only help you locate citizens.
Thank you.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. Question 1 of 100. Are you satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go. Now that I dealt with my U-chip problem, I needed to find out more about my new identity. Graham Grundy.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
I couldn't access Graham's messages. I added that to my list of things to look into.
Union City wishes all citizens a happy Aspiration Day.
Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of Minos.
I'd never tell him, but Joey's statue looked magnificent.
Aspiration brooch here.
Hey, got a minute?
For you, sir, I have all day.
What do you do here?
My name is Hollow, and it is my pleasure to serve the wonderful people of Union City on this glorious Aspiration Day.
And what are you serving?
Well, social climbers can bring their aspiration brooches to me.
And then what?
I use this machine here to customize the hologram projected on the brooch. Isn't that fun?
It's a real parade. So you change people's aspiration brooch?
Only if they ask me to.
Sure. How do you change it?
First, my customer places their aspiration brooch here in the machine slot. Then, through me, they can choose which hologram they'd like the brooch to display.
And you put it on the brooch?
Now you're getting it.
Sounds simple enough. What is an aspiration brooch?
A special wearable reward to Union City's esteemed social climbers. Courtesy of the Council.
Yes, but what do they do?
The brooch permits entry to areas around the city, exclusive to social climbers, such as the Old History exhibit in the Museum of New History. It also tells your fellow citizens how great at gathering kudos you are.
How can I get my hands on one of these brooches?
You didn't receive one in the post?
I don't think so.
That's because aspiration brooches are only delivered to social climbers. You need an awful lot more kudos to be in with a shop.
Maybe next month, eh?
Sure. Or year, perhaps.
What can you tell me about the Council?
Nothing that you won't have heard already. However, if you take a look behind my stall, you can catch a great view of the Citadel.
Have you heard anything about missing children?
Oh my, that's above my pay grade. Are they social climbers?
No. They were taken into the city from the Gap.
Well, I certainly wouldn't have had anything to do with that.
I'll see you later.
I can't wait. Calling all social climbers. Customize your aspiration brooch here.
Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.